to Warrior Addict Zen with me, Ryan Nell, where we share simple and easy meditations for everyday life. I'm the founder of Levitate, a modern meditation and well-being studio where we teach individuals, groups and companies how to meditate and find their calm. So today we're going to do a 15-minute guided meditation for reducing anxiety that you can use whenever you're feeling stressed. So let's just start off by finding a comfortable seat, a nice, good posture, upright spine, and let's allow our eyes to fall closed. We'll take a few nice, deep belly breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue to take these deep, slow breaths as you allow your body to become soft, pliable, and relaxed. You may have tension in the back of your head, the back of your neck, your shoulders, or your temples or jaws. And I just want you to let all of that flow out of you with every exhale. The same goes for any tightness or tension in your back, in your chest, ribs, belly, or wherever else it might lie. Just letting it flow out of you. Notice the connection between your body and the seat. Notice the connection between your feet and the ground. And continue to breathe deeply and slowly, starting to breathe in and out through your nose. Now, the cause of a lot of anxiety is craving. It's wanting the world to be a certain way and then coming up against a stark difference when it's not. We pour so much energy into grasping for things that we want, clinging onto things that we have and are scared of losing, and pushing away things that we don't want in our lives. And we do that for thoughts, for emotions, for experiences. We're constantly in a kind of tug of war, a battle between what we want and like and what we don't want and certainly don't like. Now, nearly every form of relaxation out there has at its core escape. To relax is to release yourself from the confines of everyday life. It is to find a blissful escape, a holiday, a distraction, a way of numbing out the pain. But meditation works in exactly the opposite way. When we sit and breathe, we are encouraging ourselves to sit with the discomfort. Now, this may lead to a deeper form of relaxation, but you get there by sitting with what is. You relax because you're no longer having to put so much energy into curating every moment. I like this, I don't like that, I want this to stick around, I don't want that to stick around. And instead you're freeing yourself up to actually experience and process things as they happen. So we're going to put this to the test. A lot of people get put off meditation and mindfulness practices because you're sitting there and then an uncomfortable thought comes into your head. Or if it's not an uncomfortable thought, it's a physical sensation, or it's an interruption, some kind of sound in your environment. Just about anything will have the effect of sort of disturbing the calm. So we can either kind of battle our way through every meditation, kind of sort of trying to keep hold of some level of control, or we can let it all go. Understand that the purpose is to just be with what is. Instead of putting all the energy into escaping, we're going to simply sit and experience what comes up. Now, we're going to put this to the test in a slightly artificial or contrived manner by calling one of those unwelcome thoughts to mind. So I want you to just think back to the last time you felt frustrated, angry, stressed, or worried, or anxious. And if more than one come to mind, you just take the first that comes along. See, it's not about the specific anxious experience, it's more about laying a new path, one in which we sit with the anxiety, we get to know it, we befriend it, we find out it's not as frightening as we thought it was, and then we integrate it. So we're going to do that now. So call this uncomfortable situation to mind. And as the emotions are very much stored in the body, I want you just to scan around, see if you can notice where it is in your body that you feel the anxiety. Is it a tightness in your temples? Is it an uncomfortable prickly feeling at the back of your neck? Is it a kind of tension in your shoulders or chest, or a knot in your belly? Just see if you can get to know it. Now, when you ask yourself, how do I feel right now? How does that part of me feel? Some words might come up. Some of them I already used. I've got a knot in my stomach, or my shoulders feel so tight. And I want you to see if you can just put the words to one side, because really what's important with this practice is that we concentrate less on the thoughts and more on the sensation, on actually how it feels to be alive in the moment. So we can get all caught up in our rational brains that will tell us that we could have done things better, that we should have said something different. But we're really, really interested in how it feels in your body. So is it a kind of tingly feeling? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it sharp? Is it achy? And beneath those words, if you kind of just get to know the sensation itself, how does it feel? It would be a little cruel to keep you here for too long. And what we want to do is kind of explore it fully and then leave it on the workbench. So I want you to take your breath and just breathe into that part of your body, wherever it is for you, as if you were using your breath to explore it, to expand it, to tease out even more nuanced sensations in that part of yourself. Because the more we can get to know it, the less threatening it will seem. And I want you to take your hands and put them on that part of yourself. Just resting them with a gentle pressure, as if you were giving yourself a hug. And we're going to say something to the anxiety, to the discomfort. We'll say to it, you can say it out loud with me if you like, or just quietly in your mind. It's okay that you're here. It's okay that you're here. You're part of me. And I'm going to listen to what you have to say. I'm going to listen to what you have to say. And then we'll take a couple of deep, slow breaths, just in through your nose, following the air in as it travels down the back of your throat, your chest, your belly, down to your diaphragm, and as it flows back out again. Noticing how it feels to breathe. If you're still holding on to the anxiety, just let it flow out of you with every exhale. This isn't a masochistic exercise. We're not sitting with the anxiety for the sake of feeling uncomfortable. But the more we're able to do this, the more we're able to see that even the most gripping of anxiety is just a passing thought. It is a temporary experience. And we can either put our energy into pushing it to the very corners of our mind and waiting for it to express itself somewhere in our bodies, like playing whack-a-mole, or we can let it play out in the here and now, actually approach it, find out what it has to say, and then integrate it. What did I learn from that experience? What made me feel uncomfortable? What could I do differently next time? But at the end of that exploration, we always just want to come back to the here and now. Because the present moment is the only one you ever have. Anything that's happened in the past is in the past. And if it isn't processed, then we'll process it and then leave it in our past. We are freeing ourselves up to live happier, more connected lives in the here and now. So I hope you're feeling less anxious, that you found a moment of calm. I'd encourage you to come back to this meditation and use it to work through things. If you find yourself in an anxious situation, that might be the moment to sit down and ask yourself some questions. How am I feeling? Where is it in my body? What's going on? What is it trying to tell me? But we always want to come back to the here and now. So together, let's take a deep, slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more of those, just letting any residual tension in your body flow out of you with a sigh. In and out. Noticing the connection between your body and the ground beneath you. Noticing any sounds in your environment. And when you like, you could start to blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you like this and you want us to make more, please hit the subscribe button on the Warrior Addict YouTube channel, or follow Warrior Addict on Instagram, where we will publish more meditations on immunity, on starting the day, and on how to get a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll catch you back here soon.